Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pageant Sit Down. I'm your host, Regina Lena, and I am so excited for all of you to be here with us today. I hope you had a great weekend, you're staying safe, and I know there's so many different countries going into lockdown, different provinces in Canada going into lockdown, so stay safe, cozy up, and join us for an hour on the Pageant Sit Down. What better way to spend your time? But anyways, I am so excited to have you all here today because I have one of my pageant sisters from Canada Top Choice Pageant. She is none other than the pageant director and your Ms. Canada Top Choice 2018, Kate D. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Regine.
Hi, welcome to the show. Episode 27. You're my 27th guest.
Oh my God, yeah, I didn't realize that. So many ladies you interviewed, and thank you for having me as your guest for today. Happy Monday to everybody.
Well, Kate, for those who don't know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I am Miss Canada's Top Choice 2018 and the pageant director for Canada's Top Choice 2020 and 2021. But I'm an interior designer by profession, a dancer, a model coach, and a pageant coach. And I do design work related to arts. I'm also into holistic healing. So I just took my Reiki Master certification. So, I'm all about personality development and honing talents of yourself and others.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today, Kate. There's so much I want to talk to you about. First being the fact that you went from your title of Miss Canada Top Choice in 2018 to pageant director within a year. But then the first pageant that you became a pageant director of was virtual. How did that work out for you? How were you able to transition from on stage to virtual?
Yes, so definitely that is one experience that I didn't really, thought that it's gonna happen. Because when right after I won the title, I was really active in the community, helping Canada's Top Choice with all the community work. So I was so involved. And then when I became the director, the lockdown wasn't really happening yet. And so, during the year 2020, we're still hoping, because it did happen in March. Our pageant is usually August. And so, we didn't really expect that extreme lockdown is going to happen. So everything that we planned is still, okay, when lockdown is out of the books, we'll just, we had a venue rented and everything else, right? So that is the reason too why we held our pageant for the 2020 in 2021. We actually just did it, right? Because we were really hoping for it to be an in-person pageant. It's a different experience. We finally decided to do it virtually because we thought that, the ladies are missing out. We have all our crowns ready, the titles to be given away. Even we were on lockdown, we started early with rehearsals and all that. So, we said what? Things are all virtual now. Let's try a virtual pageant. So we finally decided to do that. And I believe it was a success, even though I didn't expect it to be like that. It was great to have a virtual pageant. At least we were able to give, the ladies their titles. It was a great experience for them as well. And it was all good. I was happy to do that.
That's awesome. Well, you did an amazing job. I coached one of the girls and she gave me all the information on how you guys were doing your rehearsals week to week, virtually on Zoom. And obviously Jennifer C is great at her social media, so you see all the behind the scenes and it looks like a lot of fun. For those who don't know, I was part of Canada Top Choice from 2015 until 2019. And watching you jump into the role, you emceed as well. You did a very amazing job. And I actually had people reach out to me afterwards. They're like, "Oh, Kate did such a great job. Was that your idea?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah, you're so well connected to our organization, of course.
I was
They
like,
know
no, it
us,
wasn't
so
me.
yeah.
It was her. No, but you did such a great job. And
Thank
just
you.
watching the flow between you and Scott and seeing the hard work that you did for the opening number, I
Yeah.
don't know how you did that.
To be honest, it was for me, dancing is one of my passion, right? So when I had the idea of like, having I like how do we do the
Mhm.
opening number with like my concern was like equal
Mhm.
exposure for the ladies.
Yeah.
Because when we do our pageant, as you know, our opening number, everybody's on there, all the categories are there. They'll do their own segments and they'll do their own highlights. We'll see all of
Mhm.
their movements, but in a virtual like show, like how do I do that? So I had to like think of choreography. Of
Mhm.
course, that's fun but easy to learn. Because
Mhm.
ladies, I don't expect everybody to have the same level of dance experience or passion. So I
Mhm.
had to make it fun for them. I had to be very compassionate and slow in like teaching the choreography,
Mhm.
patient. So I really did my best to teach all of them, and then thought of a way to showcase everybody, which was great. Everybody loved that opening number. My idea was like, okay, let's do it like a music like video,
Yeah.
right? So that was the whole concept, and Scott editing it and doing all of our the composition. It was really good.
Mhm.
So we like combined all our efforts, and it was a great opening number.
It was. Okay, so let's just get this straight. You were the pageant director, you
Hmm.
emceed the pageant, and you were the choreographer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Everything. Yeah, for 3 months, I think. We started December actually. We
And it was all
started
virtual.
December, and it's all virtual. Yes, we had to line up all of the program as you know how we do it. All of the program is in there, like which categories has to be shown in a manner, and practices. Like even
Mhm.
if we're all in lockdown, people will have their own schedules as well. So even if
Mhm.
the candidates are fewer than our regular pageant, uh, we have to be very cognizant of the time and everybody's schedule so that
Mhm.
they were able to do it.
Well, we actually have a comment in the chats.
Yeah,
Janice McGregor says, "Now that is multitasking."
yeah,
And
it
that
is.
it is.
It is. I mean, we have volunteers, very active volunteers behind the scenes doing the job as well in the
Mhm.
team. So it was not only my effort, but the organization's effort to do the whole show.
Hmm. Well, actually, there's a comment and a question from
Mm-hmm.
Instagram from Milicia, the winner actually
Mm-hmm.
of Miss Canada
Oh,
Top
nice.
Choice of
Hello,
2020.
Millie.
So she says, "What got you into pageants?" And her second part is, "And thanks for your dedication and patience."
Oh, you're welcome. First of all, it is my pleasure to be the director and to teach the ladies. I'm actually not like any other pageant ladies who has the experience like you, Regine, who's been into pageantry for the long time. But for me, it was really because of where I am from. I originally was from the Philippines. In Philippines, pageantry is very um, like you're very strict with height, they're very strict with the look, they're very strict with the age. Though I am very like a fan of like Miss Universe, like even when I was younger,
Hmm.
I always like fascinated with it. I sometimes pretend I'm like the contestant even I know I'm not gonna be part of it. So I'm always like have that curiosity or like that longing to be, if I'm given a chance to experience joining a pageant, maybe I would take it. But
Hmm.
that was like not really in like my books. So when I went like started living here in Canada and I met Jennifer, that is when she's like, you know what, like join the pageant. Maybe it's something for you. You've got the talent. you're a performer, you dance, maybe try it. And initially I was like, should I do it? Should I not do it? Because I'm a busy person too, right? I dance,
Mhm.
I do interior design work, and I was like, how do I fit all of this? And then I just decided, you know what, maybe it's my time. I went in for experience, really, not really thinking like, should I win the crown? Should I go for the crown? So basically, it's really the experience, and I fell in love with the industry. Yeah, of meeting people, of having that sisterhood, of developing each other and helping each other's talents.
Mhm.
It's really a lovely and a nice experience for me with Canada's Stock Choice. So
That's
yeah, it's all good.
amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing, really. That's how I
Well,
started with the
mhm.
pageantry in this age, right? I
Well,
was
I
in the Miss
remember.
category.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember first meeting you at one of the rehearsals, and you picked up on the choreography really quickly. That you ended up teaching all the girls the choreography.
That was funny.
And I remember you would just walk in, and we talk about aura on the show all the time. And you walk in,
Yeah.
you start practicing your walk, and you already had that aura, which I guess comes from your performing
Mm-hmm.
background. And just to
Yeah.
see you like practice, and every time you practice, you were so dedicated that it looked like you were already competing on stage, which is what we're always looking for in a winner, right? And
Yeah.
so when you start becoming more consistent, and
Mm-hmm.
the day of the pageant, you had your team Kate there. I remember
Yes.
being
Yes.
one of the MCs and just hearing them go off, and I was like, yep, there you go.
Yeah, no, true. I've always been the person who doesn't just try things for the sake of trying. I always do
Mhm.
my best in everything that I do. That's just my personality and character. So I always give
Mhm.
it my all, right?
Yes.
Honestly, I'm not afraid of like being on stage, right? So maybe that's one plus factor. And yeah, as a dancer, it really helped me be like live on stage, because
Mhm.
as a pageant lady or queen, you have to have that presence on stage, right? So that you don't
Mhm.
get to be like blended in the background compared to the ladies. So I had
Mhm.
to, even though I did went in for the experience, I said to myself, I'll just do whatever I can and just give it all.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
you did, and you won, and it was an amazing experience. I love that I was able to be a part of your journey, literally from the very beginning till the
Yeah.
not the end yet, not yet.
Yeah, not
Which
yet.
brings me on to my next question. So, your first pageant. We all know
Mhm.
as beauty queens that once you start your first pageant, you catch the pageant bug. So,
Mhm.
Kate, are you planning on competing again anytime soon?
Uh, honestly, at the back, so being a director, I was like, okay, I think I'll concentrate on being a director first.
Mhm.
But I wanted to be honest, I wanted to try like other pageants as well. But because pandemic came, and probably later on, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna join any.
Mhm.
Um, People were asking me to like, what is going to be your next pageant? You should win this. You should try that. And I'm
Yeah.
open to the possibility.
Good. Because
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to make that possibility happen. And
Thank
first
you.
off, congratulations. You recently got married during the pandemic, so
Yes.
congratulations to you guys. But you did a Miss pageant. There's a Mrs.
Yes.
pageant.
Yeah.
Anything is now possible. Um,
I know. It's fun to know that all the categories are open. How
mhm.
diverse we are, especially here in Canada, you know, in
Yes.
North America. It's really a great way to, for like older ladies to try
Mhm.
different things and be themselves, be beautiful still, because
Yeah.
age is just a number.
Exactly. And the
Yeah,
status is just the status now when it comes to pageantry, which makes it even
yeah,
better. And the
true.
best part is you have such a supportive network at home. You have a supportive
Mm-hmm.
um, your partner is super supportive, your family is super
Yeah,
supportive, your community is super supportive. So I
exactly.
know regardless of either you stick to pageant directing or competing again, you're
Yeah.
gonna have that support, and I'm gonna support you too. So
Of course, yeah. That I know, and that I'm lucky really to
Mhm.
have the amazing community, to have friends like you who's been in the pageant for so long, who has the experience, and of course, my family, my partner, my spouse to be with me all throughout this journey. I don't
Mhm.
think I'll be able to really, push myself to join if not for her,
Mhm.
or even my family for believing in me, right? Yeah, I mean, as a pageant lady, it's not only about you, but your support network.
Mhm.
Yeah.
100%. And speaking of, so Janice again in the comments, she says, off
Yeah.
topic, but belated welcome to Canada. We're so happy to have you here, contributing to the multiculturalism that makes Canada beautiful.
Oh,
How long have
thank
you been
you.
here for?
Well, I'm here since 2015. So it's still a
Oh.
baby. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it is
still a
a
baby.
belated,
Yeah.
belated welcome to Canada.
Belated, super belated.
Mhm.
Yeah, still a baby, but a citizen, and I'm very happy to be here. This is our dream home, actually.
Yeah, because you've been in the Philippines, you've been in Singapore, now
Yes.
Canada. What's the
Yeah.
difference between all? Is it just those three, or have you been
Yes.
in?
Yes.
So, what is the major difference you would say between the three countries that you guys lived in? Or you
Well, of
ladies,
course.
sorry.
Yeah. So, Philippines has always been, home because that's
Mhm.
where I was raised, where I was born. Singapore is a purely my career like experience as an interior designer. That's really where my career went like progressive. As an interior designer, everybody was leading design and architecture back there. People have money there to support and do all the big stuff, but living like a normal life, especially with our situation and our relationship, Canada will be like the support or
Mhm.
the lifestyle that we need, especially trying to live a normal life and being supported, and just living like a good life. Canada has always been our dream, and we are lucky to be able to immigrate here.
Amazing. Well, I'm
Yeah.
super happy that you found your way to Canada because if you didn't, I don't think I would have gone to Singapore to meet you.
Yeah, I know. We for the 5 years, to be honest, we've met so many people, get connected to so many organizations. Like even people who we met cannot believe that I was only here for 2015. They were like, "Where were you?" I was like, "I was not here yet."
I was in Singapore.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, we nearly we lived in Singapore for nearly a decade, so it was quite long. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Hmm.
Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
We were there 2007.
oh, wow. So
So,
you were there
yeah,
for a long time.
we were
Well,
there for a long time.
like Jana said, belated welcome to Canada.
Yes. Full pledge citizen now and
Hmm.
proud to be Canadian. Filipina.
Amazing. Yay.
Yeah.
So Malicia actually jumped in and she says, Kate. I don't know if she heard you answer her question, but she
I
did.
think she did.
I
Yeah,
hope
I mean, our
so.
queens, they're queens, really. Melissa and Chanel, they're so sweet queens, deserving queens for the titles of 2020. I'm so happy that I get to see their journey,
Hmm.
from the start of like joining the pageant until they get their crowns. Yeah.
That's amazing. There was a lot of new girls as well at Top Choice, and
Yes.
I know one of my students was like, "I just miss seeing everyone in person." So hopefully
Mm-hmm.
2021 will be better off for Canada Top Choice. And speaking of Canada Top Choice and their pageant, I know that you are currently looking for delegates for the 2021 pageant. So if they are interested, can you tell our viewers a little bit about it?
Of course. So we are looking for 2021 candidates already. And you can get in touch with us through our Instagram page, Canada's Top Choice, our Facebook page, Canada's Top Choice. And you can get in touch with me too through my page, Kate D. We are looking for, the four categories. We have our Junior Miss, our Miss Teen, our Ms., and Ms. So, interested, get in touch. We are hoping to have our in person pageant for this year. But again, if we can't do it, it's going to be probably virtual. We actually have candidates already for 2021. So,
Amazing.
spots are filling up, and hopefully, we can do it live. And keep in touch, or we're always, you know where to find us.
Awesome. So what I'll do is I'll actually put the link to the Facebook page. I feel like that might be the best place to
Yes.
find them.
Yeah.
I'll put the link down below after the show so that everyone who is interested can find it. Is it still the same registration price?
Yeah, it is still the same. 100
So
per
it's
registration.
so it's only $100. You get all the training you need. So why not? No
Yeah.
experience necessary, right?
Yeah. No experience necessary, open to all like ages. Yeah, you will get to be in your category. And for the Miss, if you're married or you have kids, you go to the Ms. category. But if you're 20 to 29 and single, you'll be in the Miss category.
Amazing. So, Kate, we're actually almost at the halfway point. This
Oh, wow.
half hour flew by very fast. I know.
Yeah.
And so, Kate, I have a segment on this show which is 5 tips from a beauty queen. And so I'm curious, Kate, what are your 5 tips for any beauty pageant hopeful that would be interested in competing in a pageant?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this because I know all of your guests are amazing queens, have already said so many amazing tips. And this tip, tips that I'm going to give is really what I felt like, what I needed or was applicable in my experience, right? So, first of all, if you're going to join a pageant, of course, do your research, like find out the organization that you wanted to join. Make sure that you understand their system, their requirements. Again, do your research, know their mission, their vision, what they are about, and make sure that they are aligned with your, personal goals, your values, and your beliefs, so that it's easier for you to navigate and it will be a more enjoyable experience, so that it will be a fun one for you, instead of joining a pageant that you don't like how they do stuff. Like, it's always important to check the pageant organization. My second tip would be, of course, once you know everything that you want to, like, if you decided to join that pageant or whatever pageant system you want to join in, you have to be prepared. So it's all about preparation and practice. So preparation is like, again, as like for me, I had to be all in all my practices. I like all segments that I did, we had, like, the opening number. We have I'm just doing the sequence of Canada's Top Choice. So opening number, like, we have beachwear, we have gown, we have the question and answer. So you need for all of the segments. And during my time, it was a live show. I had to make sure that I packed all of my things organized in an organized way, so that I'm not like scrambling and doing stuff like frantically and panicking. So it's always good to prepare in advance and be organized. When it comes to practice, practice all your walks, practice in front of the mirror, try all of your outfits. You cannot just like buy a shoes and try it on the day of the event or the pageant night, because it will not help you. You'll be very nervous even if you practice. I'm telling you, even if you're so used to performing live like me, when you get to the pageant night, it can be nerve wracking, and that's what you want to avoid, right? Like really panicking and getting too worried. So when you practice, at least you have that edge to be able to perform more and perfect your walk and your like talk and everything like in between. It will be really a guide for you to do that. So my third would be, it's all about the mindset. So when I say it's all about the mindset, because this pageant journey is not an easy one, to be honest. Like there's a lot of work that goes into it, from being fit, from being feeling confident. Like people say, like love your body, be confident in your own skin. But even before you do that, like you have to be mentally, like you have to tell yourself and be mentally prepared on that, so that you'll be able to cling to your strength rather than your weakness. Like find your why. Like why are you doing that? Is it really just for the experience? Do you want to like showcase yourself? Do you want to like meet people along the way, join the sisterhood? Like all of that encompasses the mindset that I'm talking about. Because if you're able to do that for yourself, it will not be too hard to see other ladies in the competition. Because again, it will always come to a point that you'll be like, oh, she's more beautiful, she's prettier, she walks more than me, she's more experienced. Like all that will come into the picture, and that is perfectly normal. But when you have the ability to be mentally prepared and like you have this belief in yourself, you'll be able to overcome that. And that's gonna be one of like the edge as well. And that's what I did. Like I was very insecure at first, but I had to tell myself, you know what, you're doing this for yourself. You have to be strong and confident, believe in yourself, and no matter what happens, it will be fine. So yeah, be mentally prepared and have that mindset. The fourth one would be, as what Regina has mentioned to me, you have to build, like I have that network or have that team to support me. So involve your family, your friends, your spouse, whoever is in your support or community network that believes in you, like genuinely believes in you, like get them in your team. Because for me, this is not only a journey for yourself, but it also affects your like whole family, right? It's gonna be a fun experience if you involve them, because they're family, and it's you will need that support. Because when it comes down to yourself having that doubt, you have them to cheer you on. I remember in the pageant, like when it was my time, like there were only 7 people, to be honest, but it's like half the crowd. So it was a good feeling, especially when I go on stage, that there are people supporting me whatever happens. It's really a great feeling. And lastly, despite all the preparation and everything in between, be genuinely compassionate to yourself and to others. And I say that because you have to be gentle with yourself and love yourself, whatever happens, because it's you, it's your experience, right? It's not going to be a fun experience or a journey for you if you're always like hard on yourself. Like, I should have done this, I should have done that. Like, you question everything that you do. Joining a pageant has to be fun and enjoyable, and not like as stressful as everybody like might experience, right? So yeah, be compassionate to others as well, because you are all in this journey. Whether you see them as your competition, or whether you feel like, okay, they deserve it more or you deserve it more, like whatever happens, we are all sisters, we are all women who deserve each other's respect, and we have the gift, and we are all experiencing this journey. So it's not only you that's being stressed, it's all the organization, the people behind the community or the organization, the team that's making this event successful. So it's always good to be kind to others, and to yourself, and that I think will complete your whole journey, whether you win the crown or not. So that are my tips for today.
Amazing. And so, Kate, if people wanted to follow your journey or learn more about you, where can they find you online?
So online, you can find me at my Facebook page, Kate D. I also have my Instagram account, Queen Kate D. Connect with Canada's Top Choice page, and also my TikTok at KatieBaby07, which actually reminds me I should do my Queen Kate D TikTok account. But yeah, you can connect with all of those in social media. Yeah.
So first off, those are amazing tips. Like, you're my 27th guest, and I love that everyone gives different tips for everyone is different. Everyone's walk in pageantry is different.
Yeah.
But I just love how there's always that touch of being kind to yourself, loving yourself, and bringing your family and your community with you, because you have that, and I think it's amazing to watch and to see you carry that on with the people that you work with and surround yourself with in dance and in work and in pageantry.
Yeah.
So great.
That makes us human, right? The social connection.
Yes, for sure. So Janice actually says, great tips. You're very wise.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So Janice is always on the on watching and chatting with us. She's also a guest on the show, so she's a super fan at this point.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, we got lots of super fans.
For sure. So Kate, you mentioned earlier that dance is something that you enjoy doing, and I know you used to perform with a dance group.
Yeah.
How has that changed for you during this pandemic?
To be honest, I still miss it, even though it's like been past years, like 1.5 years already.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a while, right? I mean, dance would always be part of me, so I still do dance classes virtually, but honestly, I really miss dancing in a studio with all the dancers, like my co-dancers, with all the ladies. I used to dance with Army of Sass Toronto. We also have Army of Sass Peel, but actually the company is now transitioned to another, like the ladies or the CEO behind it has transitioned to another type of business. So actually Army of Sass is not here anymore, but I'm still connected. Yeah, it's so sad. I'm still connected with the teachers, my dance instructors and mentors. I still do dancing with them, and again, I really miss having that bond and like dancing and just giving your heart out. Like, when you dance with the community, it just gives you a different energy, like, ladies yelling and like heels on and just being yourself, like really having or giving that energy off and sharing that confidence with you. It's a gift, and I miss that, and I'm really hoping that can come back soon, like really, really soon. But I'm still thankful for virtually we can do it. I'm doing it alone. I can see them in Zoom. I can still feel their energy. Yeah. And I get in touch with people from around the world too, because some of the ladies, they attend from different parts of the world, and which is actually a positive thing. Yeah, you get connected.
People. I think you're gonna say the same thing.
yeah, you get connected with all parts of the world. Like, some of our like mentors were like, okay, we have somebody from England, and they're like, that's cool, right? Or somebody in the Philippines, because then yeah, we get to bond even if we're like
Hmm.
physically distant, like literally
Yeah.
miles away from each other.
Computer screens away from each other.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. And I see that you've been doing a lot more TikTok, so I'm glad that you brought that up. You
Yes.
got your wife involved in TikTok. I love seeing the two of you together.
Oh
So
my God, yeah.
what is it about TikTok that, brings you two together?
Well, we've always been the fun loving, like we love doing activities together, right? Mens has always been like my supporter. Like she follows me. She loves dancing too, even if she's really not a dancer. And when we went into lockdown, we were like, started to get bored and we're like, what are we gonna do? Like, we are so old for TikTok. We should try this. Like, we had that mindset, but we're like, you know what, just do it. Like we're not into like, oh, we should have this much followers. Like we were really
Yeah.
doing it to entertain
YOLO.
ourselves. Yeah, like
Yeah.
entertain ourselves. And in all honesty, like even our friends were like in Facebook, because we started doing TikToks first and then we'll send it to family and friends are like, oh my god, you guys are hilarious. And then it started like that, right? And then we started doing it in Facebook, like posting it in Facebook so that our friends can see what we're doing, what
Yeah.
we're trying to be active physically. That's one reason too why we did TikTok. And then they
Mm.
started asking like, where are your TikToks now? When we don't post for a week or so,
Yeah, where
where's
are
our
they?
yeah, where are their TikToks now? Like, okay, guys, we're so busy. Wait, we're gonna post it
Yeah.
next week, like and it became like not just purely dancing, but of like acting and lip singing. It's just funny. So for us, it was a way for letting our friends know and families know that we're doing okay, and
That
then
we're alive.
yeah, that we are blessed, and that we want to send good vibes to other people as well, even if they don't know us. So yeah, follow
Yeah.
our TikTok, and I wanna share that good energy and good vibe. Even if you're not a
Hmm.
dancer, for me, you can move, you can groove, you can enjoy. Yes, like you can enjoy and groove and use your body to express yourself, your emotions. Yeah, build that confidence. So yeah, just do it. Do you have your
Love
TikTok,
that.
Regine?
I do. I just
Uh-huh.
don't know how to use it. I have an account. So I was
Nice.
not on TikTok for the longest time, and I don't know what happened. I think on the sit down, I was like, get me to whatever 100 subs, and then I'll get a
Uh-huh.
TikTok account. And
Yeah.
then I downloaded it, and I just kept watching
No,
and
true.
watching and watch. I was like, oh no, I've been sucked in. But now I don't even know how to use it. I don't know how to create a video, so it's just there for watching purposes.
No, I know,
Um,
true. It
but
can get
you
crazy
also,
sometimes. Yeah.
oh, for sure. But you also
Yeah.
started doing cooking or keto.
Oh,
I want to call you
keto.
Keto
Yes.
Kate. I want to call you Keto Kate because
Okay.
I've been seeing all over your Facebook and social media
Yes.
that you were also eating healthy. You're not just moving on TikTok, but you're also eating healthy and
Yes.
having a healthy lifestyle. I know
Yes.
when I first met you, you were very big on your weight loss journey. How has that been
Yes.
going? Because,
Yes.
we're all gaining, there's like this quarantine 15 thing going on. And then I see
No, true.
your keto thing going. I was like, she's doing it wrong. She's supposed to join us in keto, or
Just the
not keto,
minus.
in quarantine
Yeah.
15.
No, true. So actually, it was during lockdown that we started like eating healthy, and everybody's like, "Why are you guys like doing this diet?" And it's like, because we know that, like for me, I'm also easily, I easily get like gain weight, even though at that I don't really gain weight, but I can feel it because
Mm,
I've really had this slim build since I was young,
mm.
even before the pageant. Moving here to Canada, like, oh my god, we gained so much weight, and it's like, okay, you know what, this has to stop because I wasn't helpful for me, like physically, right? Like dancing was like a bit harder. Like I just felt the difference, right?
Mm.
So when I joined the pageant, I was like, okay, like you have to, not because I was joining the pageant, but because for myself, right? I wanted to improve my health overall and my physical movement. So when we started keto, it was purely to be more like healthy in the sense of like for meds side, it was really to lose more weight, because we've always like known that, right? But we don't really like, we were aware of
Mm.
that there's a keto diet, but
Yeah.
then we didn't get to research. So I was researching because of course we were locked down, we're always
So
at
what
home,
is
and which is
keto
usually,
then?
so keto is it's ketogenic. So the way I like, just to do like layman's terms, right? It's you do less carb, so, or like really really like low carb. So what we did is like basic, we just like don't eat rice anymore. Yes. No, that's
You're
true.
you're
We don't have.
Filipino. Did you forget? I'm just kidding.
And that's the thing though. But again, after quite like, after being on a strict keto diet, right? I was able to add a bit like of noodles or like pasta once in a while. But usually what I do, if I want carbs, I do keto bread. Like I
Mm.
found alternatives so that I'll be able to cut the carbs. And then the good thing also with the keto, what we did was I cut the sugar. I
Oh.
cut the sugar part because we use erythritol, like monk fruits, like all those other sweeteners.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, it's basically really that she lost weight. So,
Yeah,
and
she
for
looks
me
great.
also, yeah, and for me also, I lost like, the craving for sugar, because we're like sugar lovers,
What? I
chocolate
know.
lovers. Yeah, yeah. So if I want dessert, that was one thing too, because
Mhm.
for keto you can have like sweets and
Mhm.
like desserts, but in a keto way, instead
Mm.
of other type of diet that they totally remove desserts or sweets from
Oh.
your plate, right? So yeah, that was interesting for us.
Are you still keto?
Yeah, do keto. I'm still doing it. So do keto bread, do keto cake. So some of our friends, so I started selling some of that too, but
I
because it was
saw.
pandemic, I had to pause it. But if my friends, like diabetic, and they can't bake their own cake because they have sugar in it, I'll do special orders for them. So I've been doing that
Oh.
once in a while. So
So if people
healthier
want to
version.
order a keto cake from you, do they just find you
Yeah.
on Facebook and Instagram?
Yes. Yeah, actually we have the kitchen in the Facebook too. So that is where, so that kitchen, because she was like Chen
Yep.
in
And you're Kate.
yeah, in Facebook, and I'm Kate, so it's like the kitchen. It's
So
actually
how
the
do you
kitchen.
spell it for people who want to find
So
it?
yes. So it's the, right, and then K and the number 8 and TCHEN.
There you
It's in
go.
Facebook. Yes.
That's
If you
amazing.
like, keto desserts, keto related food. I did like, our longaniza,
You made
like
it
our
keto?
sausage, the filling, that's keto too. I don't use
Oh.
sugar. Yeah, but it's still sweet.
Oh, maybe I
Yeah.
should try that because I know
Yes,
a lot of
cause
people
you
want to. I have a pageant coming up. I gotta go. So this
exactly
quarantine 50 needs to go.
correct. But I know you still eat rice and you're so good with all your workout. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you should try. I'll send you some one time if this lockdown is over.
You can't wait. That's amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
So you've definitely kept yourself busy during this pandemic with
Hmm.
the virtual pageant, the keto
Yes,
kitchen or the kitchen, the
yes,
TikToking. How about with work? Because you're an interior designer. How
yes.
does that work during a pandemic?
Okay, so luckily, as an interior designer, I work in multi residential units. So our clients are like condominiums, and we are essential. So we transition from working from home, doing our projects, like really working from home. So if I need stuff, to have meetings and like essential meetings, I'll drop by in the office once in a
Mhm.
while. But I'm really lucky to have work that we are essential and we are busy, like
That's good.
crazy busy. It's not like we're in a pandemic, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Well, that's
So it's
great.
all good. Projects are ongoing. The real estate is there. So yeah, all great.
That's amazing. I was wondering because I was thinking you can't go into people's houses. How are you gonna do
Yeah.
interior design? But it's great that you were able because you work for a condo, so that's even better.
Yeah, our projects are like developers. Our clients are developers, but even now, like all our meetings are virtual.
Hmm.
If I need a sample or materials, it's all sent via email. It's like samples are just like sent to the office, and that's how we work. I mean, we found a way for the industry to work,
Hmm.
and it's really good that we are considered essential until now.
That's awesome. So we actually have 10 more minutes left. So for all of those who
Aha!
are watching, I see that there are a few of you there. If you have any
Yes,
questions for Kate, whether it be about keto diet, virtual pageants, or
yes.
even TikTok, make sure you leave a comment in the chats below and I'll be sure to ask her. So I just said it a few seconds ago, virtual pageants. We talked about
Hmm.
Canada Top Choice going virtual. You
Yeah.
competed in person, you've
Hmm.
attended in person pageants. What
Yes.
was it like for you going virtual?
Well, for virtual, what I miss really, like in comparison, is the bonding or the relationship that I was able to form in the in person, especially when we were doing the rehearsals.
Hmm.
That was one thing that was missing in the virtual. I really hope that the candidates were able to, like, bond as the journey went on until like we did our virtual crowning.
Hmm.
And that was really one of the sad part for me, right?
Hmm.
It's different that you're connected online. It's a good thing too that we're all connected virtually,
Hmm.
but at the same time, the human connection and the human interaction, I think
Hmm.
that's what we as people strive in,
Hmm.
right? To be like really connected. Like I'm really hoping that we can go back to the normal, or even if it's not just because of the pageant, like Canada's Top Choice has all the activities all year round, like
Hmm.
festivals and like fashion shows, like and events. We're all into that, so we're missing a lot, but we're still active in a way because we showcase our ladies and we do our own, like fashion shows. We connect our videos together, so
Yeah.
we try to be active and still engage with
Hmm.
all of their ladies despite it, but really hoping for it to all be live soon.
Hmm. Well, hopefully, and like you mentioned, you are also looking for candidates for the 2021 pageant. So make sure,
Mm-hmm.
if you're interested, to find them on Facebook or reach out to Kate online.
Yes.
This conversation I know can keep going, and I'm so grateful that we were able to sit down and talk. Milicia said, "I can't wait to meet both of you in person."
Yes,
Yes.
yes. That is one thing too. In virtual pageant, we were just meeting all online. I haven't met them like in real and live
Yes.
because there was no way to like meet. We
Mhm.
were really in the middle of the lockdown when we started getting the final list of the like the candidates.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting all of you too, and wearing that crown and seeing you
In
bloom
person. Yeah. Well,
in
to Milicia,
person.
Milicia, I don't know if you know this, but I wanted to say this to you, and since you're watching, I'll say it now. Welcome to the Miss Sisterhood. Sorry, Miss.
Yes, I know it's okay. I heard of was one when we did our first session. They're like, which category are you? And they thought I was in the Miss category because slim and shorter, and it was like, no, I'm
Filipina.
it's the yeah, you know like young
Filipinas don't
looking.
age.
Exactly, like even in my dance classes they thought we're all like, it seems like, guys, I'm way older than you, don't even ask.
It's okay.
But
How
it's
old? No, I'm
fun.
just kidding. I'm kidding. No, no, I won't ask. I don't even know how old you are. But anyways,
Really,
I
I'm gonna
don't.
message you.
Okay,
I'm kidding.
sounds good. Well, it's interesting because we were just talking about our ethnicity being Filipino, and they always say we
Yes.
don't age, you can't tell our age. I don't know about you, but when I go pageant dress shopping, a lot of people think I'm prom shopping. Like, no.
No, actually, that's true though. Yeah, that's true. Like when even for me, to be honest, I can buy in kid size. Like just normal.
I can't even do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I can. I can fit. Sometimes I even like get like boys shirts and stuff, especially for dancing, right?
Mm,
Like I can fit in them.
I love
So
that.
yeah, yeah, I love it too.
I'm jealous, but I love it for you. Um,
Thank you.
so Janice says, thanks for being authentically and unapologetically you, Kate. It was great meeting you.
I hope to meet her too. I'll connect with her. Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's you see, this is the gift of like sisterhood and pageantry. When you
mhm,
have when you're genuinely you and authentically yourself in any aspect of your life, not even in pageantry, right? You
mhm.
attract that kind of vibe, or you
Yes,
attract that kind of women, and there's no like competition, there's no jealousy. It's just like out of the picture,
it's a
and that's
sisterhood.
where
Yeah.
that's where experience is more enjoyable and
Hmm.
more nice, like real life, right?
Hmm. Like like two of us.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's good, really.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really, I've gained a lot of sisters from not only Filipina sisters, right, but
Hmm.
like different races.
Hmm.
It's amazing.
It is. So Melicia says, thank you, Regine. Really enjoy your pageant sit down. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Welcome. If you're new, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Uh,
nice.
but not just you, Melicia, but everyone else that's tuned in. Thank you for watching us. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
Kate,
Yes.
as we start to wrap things up, we're going through
Mhm.
this hard time. Do you have anything or any last words you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, I think during this time it's really helpful, or like not really mandatory, but it's like it's just be able to take care of yourself the way you think it's best for you. Try to be really healthy, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally. Because even for me, at times I'm like the extrovert type. I like we love like my spouse and I, we love traveling, we love going out to places, like just even driving around. But with all what's happening outside and what situation we are in, it's better to be really able to take care of yourself and be safe than risk it,
Hmm.
right? Let's respect others, like privacy too, when it comes to
Hmm.
their health, like their mental issues. Connect with your family and friends the way you know best, right? Safely,
Hmm.
and by the guidelines. So at least we'll be able to, like help stop the spread,
Hmm.
and like at least help alleviate whatever we're going through right now. Connections will always be part of us, so still be connected, whether in social media. If you feel like you've never connected to a friend yet, like they're far away, right? Start connecting with people. You'll be amazed of how they will appreciate it, right?
Hmm.
Especially check with your family and friends back home or wherever they are. This is the type of relationship that we have to be able to secure or have, so that we can go through this like together. I think
Hmm.
this is really the way to overcome this. Yeah,
Hmm.
in a good and positive way. Yeah, so
Hmm.
stay in touch if you just want to connect with me too. If you have anything to say, or if you have question about pageantry, like just reach out. I'll
Hmm.
be happy to, meet people, meet the ladies out there, and be connected.
Amazing. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to end it there because those were amazing words. So, Kate, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us today, for being my 27th guest, and for sharing your knowledge on pageantry, dance, keto, TikTok. Um, so
Thank
again, if
you.
so again, if people wanted to follow your journey, whether it be through pageants or dance, where can they find you again?
So in Instagram, it would be Queen Kate D. My Facebook page is Kate D. And TikTok would be Katie Baby 07. I'll see
Amazing.
you. Yeah. Thank
So
you,
make sure,
Regine.
no problem. So everyone make sure you follow Kate. I will put all of the links down below. And of course, if you are interested in joining Canada's Top Choice, the link will
Yes,
be there as well for their Facebook. Kate, it's been so much fun talking to you. This
I
hour flew
know.
by so
We can talk
fast.
for hours. I know. I miss
We
talking to
can.
you.
That's why I'm watching the time and making sure that we're good. Because we could talk, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, Kate and I can go on and have our own podcast for
Yeah.
like
For
6 hours.
whatever. Yeah. True.
But
Thank you,
we can.
Regine. It was
No
so nice to be
problem.
your guest. Thank you for the experience.
Well, thank you for sharing your knowledge with all of us. And to all of you who are watching, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this interview, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are interested in more pageantry, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I go live with the Pageant Sit Down every Monday and Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have an amazing, cute guest with us on Wednesday, all the way from Alberta. So make sure you tune in. But in the meantime, Kate, again, thank you for joining me. Stay safe to you and to your wife, and I hope to see you both very soon.
Thank you. We'll see you soon as well.
Okay, bye.
Bye.